Hi, and welcome to On the Road with Eric. On today's show, we're going to show you the reconstruction on 13th Street, as well as some other projects around town.
Hi, today we're on 13th Street between Stang and Highland, and if you've driven through the project in recent days, you've seen new pavement that's been placed. Today they're finishing up the mainline stretch of this pavement, but keep in mind that after the pavement goes down, there's a lot of work that still needs to take place in order to open back up to traffic. Once the mainline pavement is down, we'll have shoulders that'll go in place, exactly where I'm standing right now, as well as on the inside on the median portion, as well as new barrier next to the big retaining wall by the golf course. Along with that work, there's going to be some backfill work to be done behind the back of curbs and some finished grading to do. And then once all that is complete, we'll have to do preparations to do the traffic switch to put the head-to-head traffic on the existing eastbound lanes onto the brand new westbound lanes so we can reconstruct the eastbound lanes. Keep in mind as you go through that the project is still progressing, and take caution when going through the work zone. The paving operation that you're seeing on 13th Street consists of a couple major pieces of equipment. First of all, you're going to have ready-mix trucks coming in and out of the project delivering concrete to the job. The trucks back down the grade and place concrete directly in front of what we call the paver. The ready-mix trucks place the concrete right in front of the paver. The paver spreads it out and nice and evenly, and it vibrates the concrete in place. Essentially, it's like a big mold that goes down the roadway. Behind that, there's concrete finishers that are putting a nice smooth finish to the slab. And behind that, there's a texture cart that drags burlap across to give it some frictional characteristics so that in wet conditions you have the opportunity to stop when need be. Behind the texture cart is a final machine that's called the cure cart. This machine sprays white cure compound over the concrete. This is a latex product that seals the concrete up to slow the cure. If you allow concrete to cure too quickly, it'll crack too quickly and in places where we don't want it to crack. And along those lines, once the concrete is set up, we actually go through and have the contractor cut saw joints in to control the cracking of the slab. Concrete is going to crack regardless of what you do with it, and we try to tell it where to crack by creating weak spots in the slab so it cracks where we want it to and makes our joints manageable. Let's take a drive through 20th Street and see what progress has been made there this week. Well, as you can see here on 20th Street, things have changed quite a bit since we were here last time. We've got new curb and gutter completely from Douglas to Kellogg, and the contractor is now in the process of putting the asphalt back in between the curb and gutter and the existing asphalt pavement. On the south side of 20th Street, in front of the school, we're actually going to do a little something different than the plan had originally intended. There's a water main trench that runs on the south side that has settled a little bit and is pretty rough driving through there. So we're actually going to mill off half of that roadway section and put a new asphalt surface in there to kind of make that a little easier ride, and we'll get a little better drainage out of it too. With the curb and gutter done between Kellogg and Douglas, the contractor's working on getting the rest of the curb and gutter removed and the driveways removed, and they're going to continue working from Burnett all the way down to Grand Avenue. So that work will progress as weather permits and as a contractor is able to get that work done. Keep in mind we do have a lot of construction projects going on around town, in addition to the ones you've seen today and the ones you've seen in the past. North Dakota is still under construction. Northwestern Avenue got under construction last week between 5th and 6th. Allen Drive is under construction between Northwestern and Grand. A recent addition is the construction of Burnett from Main Street to 7th. That work will begin, as of taping, July 14th. They're going to be working between Main and 5th and will continue to work their way up towards 7th, closing down a block at a time as the work progresses. We're also going to be having a trail project coming through Christopher Gartner Park in the southwest portion of Ames in the next few weeks. And there's going to be some water main work that's going to be coming up here on Duff Avenue from the UP Railroad up to 6th Street, as well as a water service transfer job on 6th Street between Grand and the UP Railroad, and a little bit upwards on Northwestern. So keep your eye out for those projects as they start.
And that's all we have for today's show. And if you have any questions or comments, please send me an email. And as always, keep watching Channel 12, your key to the city.